Well, hello there, chums. Right, over here in the UK, we have a radio station, Radio1 Newsbeat, and they spoke to Jim Ryan. Now, Jim Ryan had a lot of interesting stuff to say when it comes to PS5 and what to expect in June. So here is that soundbite.
What's going on with the PlayStation 5 is one of the best kept secrets in the world. If you're a gamer, it probably feels like you've been waiting for it for yonks, and understandably you probably want to know if the pandemic is impacting plans to release it this year. Well, our gaming reporter Steffan Powell spoke with the boss of the company to find out.
Now that is the sound of the PlayStation 5 starting up, and it was heard for the first time in public this afternoon.
Obviously, it is kind of terrible time with the world experiencing all sorts of things. Keep a sense of perspective when you're talking about video games.
And this is Jim Ryan. He's the CEO of PlayStation, who's been chatting to us about it.
But it's certainly, for us, it's been a roller coaster year.
Let me cut to the chase, right? Nobody has seen the PlayStation 5 in action yet. It's supposed to be out this year, but we don't have a confirmed release date, and lots is still shrouded in mystery. And some people are starting to ask, is it worth the hype?
You will have a chance to make your mind up for yourself next week on June the 4th. We are going to show the world for the first time PS5 software.
So, you heard it here first. The PlayStation 5 is going to showcase games for the first time next week.
I have tasked people who make games see what they can come up with for this event, because normally you know we'd be in Los Angeles and you'd be in some auditorium with 2,000 other people and you know been able to cut the adrenaline and the testosterone with a knife. And we got to find a way to do that and give the community you know a little bit of a jolt.
2020 was supposed to be the year of the console war, Xbox Series X versus the PlayStation 5, but the virus has raised questions if Sony would be able to get enough parts together to physically make enough consoles to release this year.
Whether it's hardware engineers who cannot get into China because of COVID, having to finalize prototypes with the 200 part suppliers that we work with, or whether it's the software engineers or whether it's the people who make games. Everybody's just kind of rolled their sleeves up and gotten on with it. And yeah, you know, we're on track. We're going to launch this holiday. We're going to have a global launch. And we're feeling good about things.
And there's loads more from our chat with Jim up on Newsbeat Online, from how they plan to keep supporting PlayStation 4 owners in future, to keeping small developers going in the middle of the crisis too. But for you PlayStation fans out there, here it is one more time.
Well, I'm definitely going to be tuning in for that, and I've signed up on the PlayStation 5 website to get all the latest gossip and interesting news to bring to you guys. So hopefully you're going to stay tuned for that. Lock in, subscribe, hit the bell, all that shenanigans. See you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, I just want to say a massive great big thank you to all of my Patreon backers, thanking you, and all those that back me via YouTube membership, thanking you. And if you want to grab yourself a fine and dandy pair of socks, a mug, a t-shirt or a hoodie, head on over to my merch store. And I'd like to say a massive thank you for everybody watching, and if you want to stay with me a little bit longer, hit one of these tiles on this screen. Heck yes.